Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Mack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Mack again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Safety's creeping. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Third down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Check. Lucky.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike, 4. Go. Ball that. Check 50.
On the run is Evans. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't be scared. Mike, 4. I'll get him.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Check back. Kill.
They go play action with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Hands up.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 10.
Right there, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Alert.
Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Tight left. Hey, we got four now. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Evans. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Check three, check three.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
25.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson got a man, and he hits him in stride. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check three. Man, I got you.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down. It's Mack. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The gun. Here's a give to Mack. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On first down, Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. 55's my guy, 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert. Give me some. Here we go. Check. Check safety.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. What are you
doing? The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Working with a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Marlon Mack, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 4. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Wilson will throw again. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Hey, 0-0-0. Shit, watch the shit. Check it back.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
We got this.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey! Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 99, check 99.
Now a give right side. Overstreet. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. Quick dash.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Good job right there. Good job right there. Come again.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a catch right side by Evans. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike, 4. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check. Left.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
You can't block me. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Alert. Watch the twist. Watch the safety cream. Shift.
Evans. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jam, 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 jam.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodgers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Overstreet. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Wide, get wide. Got it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Overstreet. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Three down. Take four. Kill.
Now it's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The kick by Elliott is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
Let's go!
On first down, Overstreet, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Hey, check right. Watch any five. Watch the slants.
Throwing now is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they take a knee. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they remain in the hunt